It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts.
Bullshit.
Brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Arizona Cardinals and the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. Set to return it, here's Moore. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top-notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Second and 8 coming up. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And just shutting him off there. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Here's Murray from midfield. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
First carry for James Conner. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Murray, strong running. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Shotgun now from Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Murray giving to Conner on the option. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Murray. And one more time, here's Kirk. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. We're scoreless after 1. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it looking at a 4th down and 2. They'll run for it with Conner. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this crowd into it early. They're their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. Throwing to start the drive. Carr, and this will be caught by Edwards. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. 7 yards to pick up there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
On 1st down, Richard. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game, and they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And he's taken down inside the 30. On 1st down, Carr, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Murray has the first down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 45 on 2nd down, Murray. He's got the first down here inside the 30.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Murray now on first down. Out to his left. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. Murray now. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report.
So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway?
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter.
And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
7 yards, the pickup there.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Jordan Phillips. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. Looking to throw. Carr. It's a screen to Richard. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense.
And he's been fun to watch run the football. We know he can pass, but using his legs effectively here in this one.
No doubt about it. Watch him maneuver in the pocket, out of the pocket, making the plays that he's making, which are breaking down the defense. I thought back to when we had our morning jog before the game, and I couldn't keep up with you. Those legs, they're valuable for his team. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Now Murray finds his running back, James Conner. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the gun, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Murray giving to Conner on the draw.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Murray now on 1st down. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground.
Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Nate Hobbs there to bring him down.
is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. A carry here for the big tight end. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game, and here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long, but now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So Carr and the Raiders now down 7-0. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Drops this off to Richard. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Carr to throw. And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Now Carr, got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. Here's Carr. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Throwing his Carr. It's caught by Jackson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And it's caught! It's a touchdown! So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. So only even at 7 now as they kick it away. Moore now to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. It's Connor as they stay on the ground.
At 5 yards, not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Back to throw, Murray.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
To throw is Murray. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. This from long, very long range. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. This from long, very long range. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller.
And incomplete on the deep ball. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. More now on the return.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go.
They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day. But I know what you're saying. In overtime, That gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Here's a handoff to Connor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First throw of overtime for Murray. Caught left side Hopkins. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. On the draw, Connor. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Now a draw play. This is Connor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Murray going to throw. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.
Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, this is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Teddy Bridgewater and the Denver Broncos taking on Davis Mills and the Houston Texans.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. And off we go from Denver. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater.
I've always loved Teddy Bridgewater. A lot of people have underrated him throughout his career. Remember, this is a guy who's battled back from a horrendous knee injury to find his way back as a starter in this league. More than capable right arm, tremendous leader. This guy knows how to make plays in the clutch.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Bridgewater. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Bridgewater. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Desmond King back deep. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive.
Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Mills. He's got the hook up with Conley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
On 3rd down, here's Mills.
That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 44, Mills. His throw incomplete.
By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Houston.
A 1st down throw for Mills.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play.
No score after one on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mills to the air again. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Johnson running right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And they'll try to throw here. Mills. And his throw here is incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. Mills from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. They'll run it with Johnson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mills. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Akins from 4 yards out.
as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The Broncos in the hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. From the 27, Bridgewater. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Bridgewater on first down. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Being chased out left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Mills now looks to throw on first down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. Now Mills. There again is Cooks, complete. Mills on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mills again. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Draymond Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Mills. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On second down, Gordon once more. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now the handoff comes to Gordon, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Screen play, Johnson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They go to Johnson again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. Well, you can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least 3, and they got what they needed.
They got what they needed. Exactly right.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
Well, you know what they say. It's always fun to work on things. If it didn't go well in your game, with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, this is Madden Football on EA Sports.
sandwich between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
And his first pass is incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On the line, right?
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
On the line, right?
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Prescott on first down. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A give to Elliott. Oh, look at the juke. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A first down carry by Elliott. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Prescott from the gun. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
First and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with a pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Burrow will throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. He will find his man Chase, complete.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Prescott. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter.
We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go to Elliott again. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go. Ready?
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Again, he'll target Boyd, this time successful. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott now. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Again, it's Elliott. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Burrow. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Throwing, Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
To throw, Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Pass complete to Higgins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
On 2.
Here's Burrow. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They get to him for a loss of 4. And it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, this is the National Football League. We'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers taking on Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That was well defended right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Eluding the pressure right. A nice little juke. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Running left, Montgomery. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Second and 11 now. To throw is Fields. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Fields. He'll drop this one down to Cohen, and he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. On the ground with a tight end. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Back to throw, Fields.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Montgomery back to the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Handoff comes to Montgomery, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
A give. This is Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try.
Now Fields. Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Rodgers on the return.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
And his task in this situation is making sure this team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the 2nd quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
He's going to look deep down the field, and that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Looking sideline, incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Here's Rodgers to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. The kick by Crosby is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Jakeem Grant now to return. Now the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. On 1st down, Fields. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Fields. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers.
He'll dump this down to Dillon. It's complete.
And he's out right at the 25.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Robert Tonyan, the intended target.
And it's 2nd down.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And again, it's Rodgers. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers.
Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And they're on the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play
your game.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Working with his 2nd and 4. On the delay, Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
Here's Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is Jakeem Grant. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
There we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there, and what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Fields throw complete here to Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. He'll look to throw.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's back to throw.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cohen. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Back to throw.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as you understand where they are in the field?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Second down at 4. Fields throwing again.
He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
Fields going to hold on to it.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Santos now to add the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Rodgers on the return.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.